let's enjoy one more cabaret. This very talented woman, she is the 9th sibling in a household of 11 biological siblings and 7 step siblings. And I can barely handle a dog. Her cabaret is called... I can't even say it. Put it on the screen. Catalog of Nightmares and How I Woke Up. Let's make some noise and welcome to the stage, Kiersten Langford.
Who is Bloody Mary? I asked my older sister Caitlin one day. My 8-year-old self was ignorant to the consequences of my innocent curiosity. Her expression turned grave, and she eyed me contemplatively. I could see her worries resting on her face. How much should I tell her? I awaited her reply in eager silence, until at last she replied with a solemn sigh. They say Mary Queen bore no babes of her own. In misery she killed all the heirs to the throne. She bathed in their blood, her hair redder each day. When she died, her dark soul somehow managed to stay. Spooky, right? I trembled with fear at the tale my sister relayed so soberly to me. It stuck with me all day until I was lying in bed. Darkness all around, every shadow, every shape, every sound was Bloody Mary. I finally fell into a fitful sleep, punctuated with the most terrifying nightmare I've had to date. Trees against blank canvas, swing with no wind, isolating silence, prickling on my skin. Then I see the woman floating in the air, white dress and black eyes and red hair. In my dreams, spirits call. There's a ghost at the end of the hall. I'm alone in the gloom, but I know that I will wake up soon. I knew I was dreaming, I just had to get myself to wake up. I look at that woman, heart doing a flip. Is it Mary? Mary. Her eyes black with a smile, adorning red lips. And I look at her dresses where scarlet blood drips. It's Mary. As I pinch and I prod, trying all of the tricks, knowing soon I'll wake up, that she doesn't exist. My eyes close and then open, certain soon I'll be home, as she whispers in words that still chill to the bone. Oh, Kiersten, this isn't a dream. You can't wake up. Of course, that was when I woke up. Any relief I might have felt from escaping the nightmare was gone, as just then I noticed a sinister object on the floor glowing with a sickly green light. When you feel your heart is pounding, fear a devil's on the floor. There's no place to hide, there's the light switch by the door. What you do then is you force yourself to get up and you say, it's that glow, not me, that's bound to go away. Somehow I managed to work up the courage and race to the light switch across the room. I flipped on the light and spun back around to face the demonic light on my floor. What was the source of my fear, you ask? A 2009 limited edition glow-in-the-dark Ripley's Believe It or Not. I slept with the light on the rest of the night. Well, I didn't wake up from that dream quite when I wanted to. I would say it was just in the nick of time. You know what dreams you never wake up from in time? Living nightmares. I learned this the hard way about 5 years ago. Why didn't I go pee? That thought plays on repeat as I'm stuck in my seat. No hope of moving. So this is awful. I decided to not go to the bathroom before I left work, and for some reason, traffic is halted on the freeway, and I really have to go. I might let myself. I'm just kidding. I probably won't. I'll be fine. One time, I held my bladder for 2 hours on a bus ride home, so I can do this, right? It's just really, really uncomfortable, and if I don't get out of this traffic soon, I very well might actually die. This is awful. When you feel the flood is coming, feel the water start to rise. There's no place to run, there's terror in your eyes. Which selfish, inconsiderate bastard caused this traffic? Oh, look at me, I'm a terrible driver, ready to make hundreds of people's nights miserable by getting into an accident. No, be strong. Listen up, Kiersten. It's this flood, not you, that's bound to drain away. Hold on, go, please. Hold on, even when the cramping makes you cry. I'm either gonna die or wet myself if you don't move. Until you get through. Why, God, why? Then I see my one salvation in a form that's big and blue. As I look at it, it looks at me. My gallon water bottle starts to fill my view. Okay, Kiersten. If you do this, that will be it. You will forever be someone who has peed in a water bottle in the back seat of their car. You can't unpiss in your water bottle. I will never be able to live this down. When you're stuck in traffic, raging, and the strings of curses pour as you fight to keep your cup from running more, what you do then is accept that dignity's on holiday. It's this flood, not you, that's bound to drain away. I can't hold on. It's this flood, not me, that's bound to drain away. Just me. During my gap year, I worked part-time for my dad, who does construction. At this time, we were working on tying the rebar for the foundation walls of what was soon to be a barn. Now, for tying rebar, you have these metal ties that are kind of like the twist ties that you use on bread bags, and a tie twister, which we call a piggy twister. This is a metal hook with a wooden handle that allows the hook to rotate freely. It just makes twisting the ties fast and easy. You just slip the hook through the tie loops, pull back slightly, and then rotate your wrist. So my dad and I were making really good time, and we're now on the rebar that was about yay high. So I'm twisting. Wham. Now, if you've never experienced having bits of shattered tooth fly into your mouth and throat, count yourself lucky. It is a sensation that haunts my nightmares to this day. I kind of just stood there in shock for a second, not processing what had just happened, not wanting to process it. In the next 15 minutes, I went through all 5 stages of grief very rapidly. Let's count them together. 1, denial. Shit, no way. Damn, no way. Fuck, no way, no way, no way. How did I end up here? Dad, no way. Dad, no way. Dad, don't laugh, it's not funny. Anger, damn it. Damn it, I too. How did I end up here? My nerves are all a jingle, emotions in a tangle. I'm underneath the cloud and overwrought bargaining. Could I just hit rewind, not hit my face the second time, not breathing tooth in my every breath? Back to denial. Is this real? I can't tell. Show me how to break this spell, how to wake up from this hell. Can someone volunteer? How did I end up feeling like this, on the edge of an abyss, out of sorts and in a stupid depression? Why is it I'm spending my time cursing, crying, mourning you? But here's where I started looking on the bright side. Not in the way my dad did, which was by saying, look, now you can squirt water through your teeth. Yeah, thank you, Dad, but that didn't help. No, my oddly specific thought was, thank God I'm not a medieval peasant. I'd be screwed. They call me a hag. That's clear. Acceptance. I can't rewind and stop the shatter. No use staying mad or sad here. Thank God for dentistry. Dreaming is such a peculiar thing. One scene flows into the next, never a hitch as it shifts and melds. When you wake up, you can't seem to piece together the thing that made sense just moments before. The 4th of July, 2013. The summer sun and sighing breeze warmed my skin as my siblings and I ran about the yard, screeching and laughing in delight. The sprinkler under the trampoline sprayed droplets and a fine mist as we bounced and flipped. In the cool shade of the porch, watermelon and Jell-O cake awaited us. It was a beautiful day, a day that now seems to be the pinnacle of youthful bliss. Maybe that was why it took me so long to process what my dad had just told me. Your mom's not going to make it. Come say your goodbyes. We cried together on the porch swing before heading inside. 3 days later, my mother passed away. Her battle with breast cancer finally over. Dreaming is such a peculiar thing. I don't remember much of the rest of that summer. It appears as a blur in my memory, though I suppose that's how it is for most memories. It just feels as though I should recall more than I do. Several months passed, and somewhere in that hazy span of unreality, there is one day that I do remember quite vividly. Home alone, I wandered the house singing. In this time of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer bird too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. stood there alone on the staircase of my empty house as my mother's voice sang to me, finishing the song. You will when you believe. Now you could say that was just a child's brain trying to find comfort in a nightmarish reality. Or you could say it truly was my mother's spirit singing to me. All I know is it was exactly what I needed to finally wake up.